What's up, everybody? It's Fireman here, and I'm about to give you guys an top speed tune. This is going to be on the GTR Nismo engine swap. I finally got it to work, so I am finally able to give it to you guys. This is I wouldn't say it's exactly straightforward, but to me it is based off of how I've been tuning my other cars. Mainly specific cars, not all mine, but with this one I finally got it to work. It I don't know why it acted the way it did. I'm assuming from previous update. Not really sure, but nonetheless, I'm gonna get straight into the tune. It's a 351 tune with NOS. This one is required. I won't say is required exactly, but I would highly recommend to buy the rear diffuser because for some odd reason, this works with this car now. Finally, don't know what was going on with it earlier, back when pretty much the game came out. I don't know why the rear diffuser just didn't like it, and now it does. I don't know what's going on with it, but it works now. So with the rear diffuser, you'll have the downforce as you guys can see here. So you want it 230 on the rear and 190 on the front. Previously, when I was working on the tune before, I had the front at 220, and before one of the most previous updates, it was 220 and it could go like 353, 354, something like that, and be able to take the turn pretty well. Then all of a sudden, the tires locked up for some reason. I don't know why, but I just couldn't do anything with it. So you know what? Let's try a different downforce, and this seems to work out. Going straight over to the suspension. The suspension is going to be, as I said before, kind of straightforward from how I've been tuning lately. You guys can see different numbers as I've done way back when I started tuning, because I'm getting more used to how cars, I guess, they react to how the suspension is. So a lot of the cars are unique for the most part. There's a couple of them that are not exactly unique because some of them can use the exact same suspension. So yeah. But for the ride height, you want it all the way down, front and rear. Anti-roll bar, I have it at 10, just to be able to make sure it can, keep a good stability in the turn and not spin out like I was having problems with before. The compression is at 26 front and rear. The expansion is 36 front and rear. The natural frequency is all the way down, front and rear. I have no camber whatsoever. I don't think camber is going to be helpful too much, and I actually think camber, specifically in the front, might hinder steering by, for some reason, making the tires like lock up into like the fender or whatever. And the toe, I'm going to go to the rear to the front. The toe, you want it at 0.12 in on the rear and 0.75 out on the front. Seems to be working just fine, so kind of just worked it that way. It seems to you might be able to work it a little bit higher if you really want to, but that's on you guys. For the differential, I just have an active LSD controller, so you guys can do whatever you guys want to do with this one. I just swapped it on just to have it. For the torque vectoring center differential, I have it at 35 and 65, and that seems to work just fine. So I would keep it at that. If you guys want to put it to 50-50 or whatever, you guys can, but 35, 65 seems to be fine right here. And going over to the transmission, kind of straightforward, honestly. Once you have the fully customizable racing transmission, just like fresh bought wise, take the top speed of 800, and then all you guys gotta do is take your fifth gear, put it to 0.424, and you guys should be matching my number. I don't remember messing with the rest of the gears, not that I remember at least wise. If I did, you guys can match them if you want. You can mess with first through fourth, but fifth gear is where I'm getting the the 351 and 6 gear if you guys ever need it, which I don't think you will, but if you do, 0.400 I think it's just fine. Because I don't think you'll be drafting too much higher than maybe 270, but I think 5th gear can handle that, I think. Or I think it's a 270, 370, my bad. But yeah, I didn't touch the final at all. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna head to the truck and show you guys how it acts and all that stuff. One more look for you guys for anybody that needs to, you know, write them down or put them in your guys' tunes. There's the suspension. There's the gears. Up to the track we go. The regular Nismo, I will be having a video coming out next week for that because I was able to finally get that above 300. Funny enough, I think from what I remember, it goes 305, which I find funny because that's how fast that's how fast I was able to get it in GT6. And GT Sport, it was like, I think it was around 2.8, or I don't think it was 2.8, I think it was like 300. I can't remember a whole lot from from Sport because in my mind, Sport's like lifespan didn't have a huge impact on me as GT7 did. Like all the number Gran Turismos is what I've been saying, yeah, pretty much. I like all the Gran Turismos that I've raced on, but this one kind of sticks to me in my mind. But yeah, as you can see here, 351. It will go to 350, but in the backstretch, it'll go up to 351. But even if it goes 350, it should be fine. It should be fine, but it should be 351 soon. If it doesn't hit 351, I'll be surprised. As you can see here, I don't have that much of a problem in the turn, but you do definitely need to stay up top. You'd be lucky to be in the middle. If you are, you're fighting the car. The car is not going to like you that well. You may touch the upper wall, as you guys saw there, going into the turn, but just a quick scrape and you're back, and you're going to stay like 340, 341. Might be able to keep it at 342. I don't think you can get that much higher with this. I don't think. But yeah, it's definitely a really, really good car. Definitely contender against the C6 and the swap, but the C6 has a better, in my mind, has a better turn top speed. I think it's like close to 350, I think it is, or something along those lines. If not, both of them have roughly the same top speed for turn wise. But this one, 351. I remember hitting 351. I don't know why it's not hitting 351 now, but my previous test that I was working on, which was last, I believe it was like a week ago, about 2 weeks ago, it hit 351. Even if it doesn't, I'm still calling it 351 too, because I remember hitting it that, and it's gonna kind of stick with that. It may be because I was running on a different time on the track. I don't know if there's a difference between that and all this stuff, but yeah. As of before though, the regular Nismo tune I will be posting next week. The tune for that's about around 350, something like, or not 350, 305, something along the lines. Which, as I said before, is kind of funny because that's how I had it on GT Sport or GT6. But yeah, it's gonna be that, and then if you guys have any cars you want me to do a top speed tune on that I have done previously, post down in the comments below. And I guess this will be the end of the video. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button. Also subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.